Hello guys, today is a wonderful day for biking again, and today I am in HANKO, and HANKO is a really nice destination for biking easy trails, especially easy trails. And here is the route of 30 kilometers, a little bit over, that can be biked here. And this route starts at Silver Sand camping. This route follows all the nicest things to see in HANKO. And this is why I like this HANKO trail a lot, is that it follows the bank of the sea, and it's also like very easy to ride. So all the beginners, you do not have an excuse not to ride this, especially when you are here camping or just staying for a while, for a few hours. That's a very nice trail to go with family and kids. Those are huge birds. Just look at them. And this section of the trail is just a little bit more challenging, but it is nice to have beats where, or nice to have some variation to very easy trails. So here, if you are coming with the kids, maybe you should make a small detour, and it is possible to detour this section by the gravel road quite easily, so you don't have to come and do this bit. But I decided to make a small challenge for myself. Lots of fun, this trail, from the technical perspective. Yay! We out. And here is quite a nice downhill. And then uphill. And that's possibly the only uphill that there is on this trail. It's very flat here, and this is again very flowy and easy, but fun bit. And here is the really nice view over the sea again. A bit more technical section. And yeah, by the way, when you will be riding this trail, especially during the wet times, when there will be rain and stuff, there are a lot of routes here which are crazily slippery when it is wet. So be careful with your riding. But when it's dry, it is just perfect. And one of the resting areas. And there are some swans just over there with their babies. And another beach just over there. HANKO would be amazing place if the weather here would be warmer and the summer longer. And this is one of the many harbors of HANKO. Wow, lots of boats here. A lot of boats. What I like about HANKO is that the transferring sections, or so far at least, they are not very long, so you can fully enjoy the trails here without needing to pedal many kilometers on the gravel or asphalt. But again, even those gravel sections, they are quite scenic. And be very careful with the cars when crossing the roads, because especially on this intersection, cars cannot actually see you. So a little bit more difficult section here. Really nice place to live, just near the sea. Very quiet and beautiful houses. Wow, amazing. Maybe when I will retire, I will move here as well. And here some rock section. Pretty fast, but easy at the same time. Nothing too sketchy. That was the only challenging spot. And this is yet another one of many harbor areas in HANKO. This is a bit smaller, but yeah, nice. This is again just a bit more technical trail. And here there are some sections where you should take very easy, especially if you are not very technical rider, and if you are coming with the family, can be also a bit challenging. A small adventure bit on the route. Haha, and this is dropping, so just be careful when riding this. This is like, I don't know, meter 50 drop. No, not that much, meter. Yeah, let's see if we, now as my bike is on the way. And here is the proper trail as I remembered. And this also follows the shoreline of the sea. Haha, and this is grown a little bit. Yep, and I'm out. And as this route goes near other people's houses, homes and yards, you should be very considerate while riding here. Just don't throw rubbish on the ground, and try to be quiet, especially if you are riding at the evening. And yet another beach. Nice. Oh, this looks technical. Wasn't bad. Some rocky bits again. One thing about HANKO trails though is that of course HANKO is famous for its sands and sandy beaches and stuff, but for mountain bikes and for bikes in general, actually sand is one of the worst enemies, especially this really fine grain sand. It goes to all of your chains, drivetrains and so on, and it is very hard to get it out, so everything starts creaking and stuff. So I do not recommend you riding on the beach or on the sand, but you should like avoid those bits if possible at any cost. But here, as I'm following this route, at some sections it's not really an option, avoidable at all, so just need to push and go on the sand for some bits. And this is one of the nicest walks here you can do in HANKO. I have done 12.5 kilometers so far, and the trail so far was very easy. It's the mix of single track and gravel roads, a little bit of asphalt as well. There were very few technical sections, but these can be taken easy. They will look very short, or they can be avoided altogether. And now I am at Tuliniemi, which is actually the tip of the peninsula here. So HANKO is up there on top, and this is the parking lot that I'm currently at. and from here there is a very nice walkway at this natural resort, where you can actually like see the most southern tip of Finland, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken, if you don't take into consideration the islands and stuff. I don't know, maybe it is this one, I'm not sure. But anyway, there is also a trail which is actually marked here on this route that I will take next, and biking there is allowed. So basically you can take you can cross the railway, and you can take the path which follows the fence for the border. This is like, I think, border area, some sort of yeah, border control area, and it follows this fence and goes I think all the way until here. So just arrived to Tuliniemen Ranta, and this is the parking area for the cars here, and just on the left side there is a very nice beach that goes for a few kilometers forward, and here there is a trail that follows this beach along the shore. And the idea now is to ride this trail forward. It's a to B trail, so it has to be ridden one way and then backtrack the same way as well. But it's nice, fast trail, so definitely recommend you to take it. At some places it can be a bit sandy, so maybe on those sand parts it's nicer not to ride but to walk. And this is also very easy and very fast, so suitable for beginners. And here there is this sand section with the roots, and that's very bad for the bike, so I will try to ride it very slowly, not to pick up sand with the wheels. Yep, cleared it. Some more sand. And the beauty of this trail is that at any part, when you are bored or tired of riding, you can turn left and just go to the beach to relax. So and here this trail turns towards the beach. So got on the tip of Tulliranta, and the Tulliranta is just behind me over there. It's a beach of a few kilometers, and here it's a very nice point to stop and have a break. One of the best I think you can find in Finland, especially on the nice weather. It actually feels very surreal to have something like this in Finland, because you are so used to the small lakes and you know, forest, that a beach and the sea, though the sea is of course quite cold, it feels quite unreal. But here it is, HANKO, amazing place. And here there is a very nice view on top of this big rock. It's a place definitely worth a visit if you want to take some photos and stuff. And this is gorgeous. This is just amazing. And here the promenade area starts, so these are the nicest locations in HANKO to have a coffee and have a break. And this is the info office of HANKO, so if you need some maps of the area and want to know some activities here, this is the place to get them. And a part of the beaches, HANKO also have a few nice buildings here. One of them is the water tower, and another one is the cathedral just over here behind the trees. And if you will follow my GPS track, you will end up here, so you can actually check this out during your mountain biking. And this is a bit more challenging section, but can push or can ride, but it's very nice. Amazing. And there, just on the background, as you see in front. There is the HANKO regatta. So this is actually the weekend. It's 7th of July, and this is the weekend of regatta. Leaders. So this part of the trail appeared quite steep in some sections, but yeah, I love riding the rocks in HANKO. Scenery is great, and these are quite easy to ride as well. And here, not to get a puncture, it's probably better to just walk the stairs. Let's get on that rock. This is what I call a vacation. That's amazing. And next I'm going to follow the shoreline of HANKO, and it goes just over there. You see it's all the way, it's a beach, and then I will end up on that small island over there. Oh, it's a small peninsula, and there is a nice cafe there as well, and from there I will go back to the forest and start backtracking towards the camp. All the beach areas are full. It's so nice weather. It's like being on the south somewhere. And this is the start of the beach road. I'm at the cafe, and it's a very nice peninsula, and surrounded from every part with the water. What a nice place. It's such a joy to ride in HANKO. Amazing. Now the sea is over, and fast trails began again. There were some wood choppings here in the area. Before there were like quite a lot of trails here, but now most of them are covered with wood, so it's not the best. And this is one of the very fast and very easy trails once again to ride on the bike. If you want to get some proper training for the marathons and stuff, this is the trail to take. And here just be careful, there is a natural resort just between me and the shoreline here. I don't remember anymore how it is called, but mountain biking there is not allowed, so be very careful with like following the signs, and when you see the green signs there of like natural resort starting, then you cannot ride in that area. And this trail is a little bit different from the previous ones, much smaller, so gives you a little bit difference in riding, but yeah, still fun. And be sure not to go to any yards of any people, because these trails, they usually go quite near the yards. And as for example, you can see there is a house there, so try not to disturb people who are living in those houses, but respect their privacy. It's nice in this area, there are quite a lot of trails to explore, and they crisscross each other, so it's worth of maybe looking around. And the route I'm taking is not the only one here that is best suitable for mountain biking, but there are also quite many other ones. At some sections, just like this, you will need to share the path with the horse track, and this one is very worn and very sandy, so be prepared to do the full bike service after you finish this trail. And this is the final leg of the route, already almost back in the camping. This was wrong line. Yeah, and few more fast and flowy trails here on the just before the end. So I'm approaching the camping again, and this was the HANKO MTB trail. Was really nice and easy to ride. It goes through all the sightseeing places in HANKO, so you can stop for the coffee multiple times, and even go and do some walking on the way. But yeah, enjoy it quite a lot, and see you on the next trail.